What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Alyssa Morrison, or the Alyssa Morrison if you're new here, and today I am sharing with you my top picks for face self-tanner. Before we jump into today's video, make sure that you are subscribed by clicking that big red button down below and give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot. Last shameless self promo, if you guys like the jewelry that I'm wearing, you can shop these pieces online at my small jewelry business called Local to Label. Leave a link to the website down below. All of the products that I'm sharing with you guys today will be linked in the description box below. You guys can check them out. I will also be listing the shades that I am wearing for each of the products in the down bar as well. The first product is actually marketed as a face self-tanner. This is the Luxe The Face Illuminating Tan Drops. What I love about this, and the reason that I reach for this so often, is when I want just an all-over color. So I don't always self-tan my face when I self-tan my body. I find that I can get the desired results just using a bronzer. But when I am tanning my face, I really like this. I've tried the Isle of Paradise tanning drops, and I find that this gives me a much nicer and more even color. So all I do is just add a couple of drops into my moisturizer, just like so. It's just this kind of like honey-like formula. It's really, really pretty. But you just add a couple drops into your moisturizer, apply it all over your face and neck, and you should be good to go. By the time you wake up in the morning, you'll be very bronzy. The one thing I will have to say is this summer I've recently tried out using more of like a foam self-tanner on my face to kind of get a more contoured, sculpted look, and I apply that with a brush. With this, it's not the most effective just because you are adding it to a moisturizer and you can't really see where you're applying it. So I would definitely recommend this if you're just looking for an all-over tan or an all-over bronzy look. And this is something that's super easy to add into your routine. It just takes a minute or so. You just want to make sure to wash your hands afterwards, otherwise your hands will stain. Next, I have two self-tanners that I actually typically use on my body, but I have discovered that I love the results from using them on my face as well. And the first one is the Isle of Paradise Glow Clear Tanning Mousse. Now, I was a little intimidated of this at first because it is clear, so you can't see where you're applying it, and I have to say the first time I used it was not the best look ever, but since then I've really got it down to a science and figured out what works for me on my face and what gives me a nice glow without being too overbearing. So I just like to do like a pump and a half onto a big fluffy brush, and I typically just do like the apples of my cheeks, across the bridge of my nose a little bit, and then just my temples. I've tried doing like the jawline down to the neck. I can't really get it right, so I just stick with my cheeks and my temples. And when I wake up in the morning, I look so bronzy, but so natural. I seriously use maybe like half a pump. And this formula has not broken me out. I will say their tanning drops did. So far so good with this guy. I also really like this self-tanner on my body as well, but I do like applying this with a big fluffy brush, and then I just take it down my neck as well with the same brush. Last but not least, this has been my absolute favorite self-tanner this summer. I cannot get enough, and I'm so sad because it's limited edition. This is the Saint Tropez Ashley Graham collab that she did with Saint Tropez, and the color is immaculate. It is my favorite self-tanner I think I've ever used. It's super dark. The formula is luxurious. I don't know if you can see, but it has this like really interesting looking, I don't think you can see it, this really interesting pump where there's like all of these little holes, and it comes out in this super rich marshmallowy type foam. And I actually have been doing the same routine that I use with this guy with this, and it gives me such a pretty glow. So again, just like the apples of my cheeks and my temples. If you guys want a video or like a whole self-tanning routine, let me know. I can definitely film one for you guys. But this color is beautiful. I say run and stock up on this while you can before it goes away. Again, the link for this and all of these products will be in the description box below for you to check out. I also really love that this has a color guide. It's a little bit easier to tell where you're applying the product. With this one, it might require just a little bit of practice to get the hang of it, but this, you have have a color guide. You can see exactly where you're applying the product, which I absolutely love. And I think this is a very nice dark self tan. Overall, if you are looking for a gradual face tanner to keep your glow throughout the summer, I would recommend the Tan Luxe. I think that the drops are amazing. They're super user friendly. You can adjust the color and the darkness depending on how many drops you like. And this bottle will last me so long. I've only used it this much and I feel like I've used it pretty often. So love, love, love this. If you guys have any face self tanner recommendations, please leave them down below. I'd love to check them out. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching today's video and we'll see you next week. Bye.